Coach Vireo coming to you from my home by the pool here in Cholem, Yucatan, Mexico. And it's time for a revolution. It's time for a revolution. Did you know the pleasure revolution is happening off of social media, online, 7 days? We've gathered a whole bunch of amazing speakers. Some of them are talking about trauma, emotional regulation. We've got yoga, and of course, sex. We've got people coming to talk about sex. And I would love for you to be part of the pleasure revolution. And I want to give you some tips this morning here. One of the things that I noticed is so many of us, and myself included, for decades of my life, we're not here. We're not present in the moment. We're busy thinking about the future. We're worried about the past. We don't even eat our food consciously. We're just like eating, maybe scrolling at the same time, or devices on. My invitation to you would be, so that life can start to make love with you, is to shut the phone off. So I'm not eating right now while I'm offering you this, but I wanted you to see this fresh, beautiful mango. Mango is in season right now in the Yucatan. Is stop, shut the phone off when you're eating. Shut it off and be present. Like, look at the food, look at the color of it, express your gratitude, say a prayer, say a blessing, and then be really present, really present. And what I find is, the more present I am in the moment, the more magic comes to me, the more life is making love with me, the more life is penetrating me and cracking me wide open in tears of joy. So my tip for you is, shut the devices off, sit and be present with your food, sit and have a sit-down meal if you have loved ones that you are blessed to live with. Eat together, gather together, say that prayer, that blessing. The stats actually show that the food, the energy of the food, the vibration of the food actually has more nutrition, more vitamins, more nutrients, more life force energy when we bless it before we eat. They can't necessarily explain how that is, but our energy matters, what we bring to the present. And if you're wanting more tips like this, or more, ability to be present with yourself, with the divine, with the moment, then I invite you to join the Pleasure Revolution. Again, it's happening starting tomorrow, 7 days. I have speakers. They will be coming online and they will be going live. You can watch them live, or you can watch them at your leisure. The replays will be there. And if you know anyone who wants to speak in the area of pleasure, pleasure as medicine, anything to do with our female bodies that have a vulva, we have some male speakers coming as well. Leonard, who's from South Africa, is going to be talking about why, I'm not sure the exact title, but why it's important for men to be able to have multiple orgasms and expanded orgasms for women, why that actually makes a difference for us in the bedroom. So super excited to have Leonard as one of the speakers. So we have international speakers coming, and if you know a speaker, I'll put the link below and you can share that with them. And if you want to come and learn from this, and in a fun way, uncensored, off of social media, then I invite you to join the Pleasure Revolution. The link is below. There is a small fee for speakers, and I did this so I can cover my amazing team that has put this together, and that way we could make it free for all women worldwide to join. So if you're curious about that, thank you for saying hello. If you're curious about that, just click on the link after this, or just put yes. So if you know someone who wants to speak at the Pleasure Revolution, again, there's a small sponsorship fee, but it makes it free for all women worldwide, our soul sisters, to come and learn in a safe and sacred space. And we have one of the speakers is an expert in the area of trauma. sexual trauma. So it's a place to be held, it's a place to learn, it's a place to laugh, it's a place to have fun in the pleasure revolution. I believe it's time for a revolution. So if you want to join the pleasure revolution, our 7 days of pleasure where I've gathered speakers together, just put yes below. I will make sure that you get the link to join. It's free to join. And some of you know that my Facebook and Instagram accounts were shut down. I am not reawakening them. That was over 3 months ago. And I'm tired with the censorship on Facebook. I'm done with being silenced and not being able to talk about this taboo subject of pleasure. Pleasure is actually medicine. It actually nourishes our vital organs. It actually makes us very powerful, unfuckwithable, unstoppable as women when we have access to this power. So, it's much easier to control us and silence us when we're disconnected from our bodies and disconnected from our pleasure, and makes us miserable and cranky and bitchy and unhappy. So again, if you know anybody, hello, thank you for saying hello. Please do say hello if you're watching this live or if you're watching the replay. Hello, Celise. And as I was talking at the beginning, Pleasure Coach Vireo coming to you from Chichilu, Yucatan, Mexico, having fresh mango by the pool in the morning. My tip for you was to shut the devices off and just be present with yourself. Be present with the food. Say a blessing, because as I said earlier, when we say a blessing, we actually raise the vibration, raise the energy. They've actually found that food has more nutrients, more vitamins, more minerals when we actually say a blessing first. Do they understand it? No, but it's all energy. How we are with each other is energy. What you're feeling right now as you're listening to this is energy. So if you know anybody who wants to speak at the Pleasure Revolution, our door is still open for speakers, even though it starts tomorrow. We can have speakers join as we continue. 7 days. Again, there is a small sponsorship fee for the speakers. And I'm super excited with just it doesn't matter anybody's sexual preference. We've got, people internationally that are joining the Pleasure Revolution. And if you want to be in the audience, you want to be one of the guests, it is free for guests to join because the speakers do actually pay a fee to join. Then put yes below. After I end the live here, I will be putting our link to join the Pleasure Revolution. There are some questions to answer, and you do need to put your photo because we want to create a safe and sacred space in our offline, off of social media, online community that we have. So let me know where you are in the world, where you're listening from. Make sure you subscribe if you want to receive my everyday ecstasy tips and my Tantric Tuesday weekly bite-sized pleasure moment. And I would love if you help me to share my YouTube channel with others. I had, I think, 6,000 followers. I was posting every single day and making reels on social media, on Facebook. And then when my account shut down, I think I'm not sure how many of you are here. I think in the 300s. So I would love your help to help me to get to 1,000. That would be amazing. So in the meantime, shut your devices off. I'm just about to do that. Eat your food, look at it, be present with it. And I promise you, when you do that more, life is going to start to make love with you. You are going to have so much more pleasure, joy, and ecstasy in your life because you're here. Here, right in the present moment, is where the juices are, is where the aliveness is. All right? So again, say speak below if you would like to speak in the Pleasure Revolution. And if you want to join as a participant, help me spread the word so that we can rise up together. I will put the links to join as a speaker. And again, there's a small sponsorship fee. And I will put the links to join as a participant to the Pleasure Revolution. It's time for a revolution. It's time for us to claim our power back. It's time to reclaim our divine feminine. It's time to be here now. I hope to see you at the Pleasure Revolution. Please share this with someone you love. And I'll see you tomorrow for your Everyday Ecstasy tip. If I can figure out how to show this off. It's so adorable that I'm human. Thank you for saying hello below, everyone who's here.